Good morning, everybody. I hope your weekend went well. I hope you're having a great morning and subscribe, guys. Like the video and share it. This is a very, very important message that we really need to get out. Watch till the end and let's get on with it. Okay, as we know, January is, the beginning of the year. There's several holidays in January on days that we observe. We have New Year's Eve. We also have National Hangover Day, National Science Fiction Day, National Thank God It's Monday, Festival of Sleep Day. We have National Bird Day, National Take Down the Christmas Tree Day, Old Rock Day, Bubble Bath Day. There's a bunch of these that are just really silly, but there's like tons of them. Make Your Dream Come True Day, National Rubber Duck Day, Dress Up Your Pet Day. We have National Hat Day, Martin Luther King Jr.'s Day, National Nothing Day, Theoris Day, Winnie the Pooh Day, National Gourmet Coffee Day, National Popcorn Day, National Good Memory Day. Well, the most important one in January is remember to wear blue, especially on January the 11th. You see, back in 2010, January 11th became National Human Trafficking Awareness Day. Here, let me read this to you real quick, okay? It says National Human Trafficking Awareness Day. National Human Trafficking Awareness Day on January the 11th brings attention to a crime that leaves a lasting toll on human life and families and communities around the world. Beginning in 2010 by presidential proclamation, each January has been designated National Slavery and Human Trafficking Prevention Month. Following the start of National Slavery and Human Trafficking Prevention Month, with the help of non-governmental organizations, National Human Trafficking Day began and is observed annually on January the 11th. Human trafficking is considered a modern form of slavery. This illegal act involves the use of force and fraud or coercion to obtain labor or Traffickers use violence, manipulation, or false promises to lure their victims into trafficking situations. Trafficking victims usually experience physical and or psychological abuse. They might also endure food and sleep deprivation, threats to family members, and isolation from outside world. Family members of the victims may also get threatened. The goal of the day is to bring greater awareness to the crime of ST. Each year, organizations around the globe provide support to communities, training, volunteers, and educational events to increase awareness. How to observe Human Trafficking Awareness Day. One way to get involved is through the 318 Project. The organization works to equip and challenge society to proactively address issues regarding human trafficking. Human trafficking takes away the voice of its victims, and Project 318 aims to speak for them. Proverbs 31:8. Speak up for those who cannot speak for themselves. Their work is on track to reach over 25,000 people through presentations, training, webinars, and community projects. Visit their website at www.318project.org to learn more. Write or call your legislatures and let them know your support policy that combats human trafficking. Support events that improve awareness in your community and schools, neighborhoods. If you suspect someone is a victim of human trafficking, contact the National Trafficking Hotline at 1-888-373-7888. You can now also contact local law enforcement by calling 911. Empower young people to make the decision to leave on unsafe or suspicious environments. Use Human Trafficking Awareness Day to post a social media. Also, check out National Inner Beauty Day to discover more ways to be a part of the solution to ending human trafficking. And for the people who live in East Tennessee, here's a little tidbit of information for you. Exposing East Tennessee's dark secret. Families sell their littles for S. An alarming epidemic plagues East Tennessee, but few fully understand the gravity of and magnitude of the situation. In the simplest of terms, children, some as young as 3 years old, have been sold for S by their own parents and family members. Adults, many with children of their own, have also fallen victim to human trafficking. Experts identified the most vulnerable human trafficking victims as children in foster care or group homes, children or adults with a history of physical or SA, runaways, people with special needs, and anyone with a weakness or vulnerability that can be exposed or exploited. Traffickers promise a high paying job, a loving relationship, or new and exciting opportunities, and then use physical or psychological violence to control them, said the National Human Trafficking Hotline. As one of the region's darkest secrets bubbles just below the surface, Community Coalition Against Human Trafficking answers with a swift and focused attack. The coalition, which serves all areas of Upper East Tennessee, offers a variety of services to help communities identify and respond to human trafficking. One program pairs mentors like Tamara Collar with survivors like a woman identified only as M. Both started as partners in survival, but quickly grew as friends. When WBLT News anchor Amanda Hera first met Tamara, she was sifting through old memories, packing up little treasures from the past, and preparing to sell her West Knoxville home and move to Chicago. As Tamara waited for crews to arrive and begin the moving process, M was already moving. Tamara's heart with a letter of gratitude. Dear Tamara, you're going to make me cry that you're moving away. My life is better for knowing you and counting you as a dear friend, Tamara read. It seems like I've known you a long time, which is a good thing since the longest I've known anyone in 4 years, the anniversary of our rescue. M escaped a lifetime of trafficking, sold by her own family for S. She found refuge in Knoxville in the coalition and in Tamara. You can't wrap your head around it. You can't even imagine what would lead someone to do that. It's just pure evil. When you think of the survivor, you think of someone who's young. She's a mom. She's older than me. She has a son who's a freshman in high school. She has an older daughter. This is not some kid. I think that is often surprising that it's not just a 14 or 15-year-old girl, Tamara explained. The profile of a human trafficking survivor and the victim is often misunderstood. Not just their age, but how they come to find themselves being sold for S. It's true, Knoxville's interstates provide traffickers a direct route from southern states to the north, but experts say that the convenient infrastructure that brings people to East Tennessee isn't the only culprit. Family members fueled by drug addictions are selling children for S straight from their East Tennessee homes. This chilling scenario makes up an alarming amount of the coalition's cases. It happened to grandma, it happened to mom, and it's happening to the daughter because that's how families got by. That's how they survived, explained Kate Trudell, Executive Director of the Community of Coalition Against Human Trafficking. Trafficking is especially prevalent in rural communities. The coalition points to a 2011 assessment from the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation, which found 85% of Tennessee counties reported at least one case of S trafficking. Familial trafficking is the primary reason for S trafficking in the rural communities, the coalition reported. Furthermore, it's happening for more often than most of East Tennessee realizes. Trudell said our state really needs to digest the reality that trafficking does happen. We are seeing more referrals year to year than ever before, and that's because there's more trafficking than there ever has been. The coalition serves 30 to 40 clients every month, some as young as toddlers, many of them living in safe house which keeps its location private to protect survivors, Trudell said. The uptick in clients can be attributed to improved detection and reporting of cases. For Trudell, every story is that sticks. A teenager couldn't understand. I didn't want anything from them. They were so used to relationships being a transaction, they just could not comprehend that wasn't our role. We were simply there to make sure they were okay. The coalition says the process of healing can often take a lifetime and include setbacks and milestones that require consistent support. The CCHT provides clients and survivors with emergency shelter, legal aid, transportation, case management, medical care, therapy, workforce development, and so much more. Treadell said love is the most important. There is nothing they can do that will make us not love them because that's what they want to feel like. There's someone on earth that will love us no matter what, and many of them have never had that before. There are several ways to identify a victim of human trafficking, Treadell said, to watch for big changes in personality and behavior, sudden expensive belongings that aren't easily explained, and sudden drug or alcohol use. While the general public may misperceive human trafficking, so do some law enforcement officers. There's a criminal justice component to the epidemic that muddies the water, Treadell said. Oftentimes, law enforcement officers mistake a victim for a prostitute or file criminal charges that can render long-lasting negative effects and criminalization of a victim. Founded in 2010, the CCAHT has served nearly 400 survivors across East Tennessee. It prides itself as being the only agency in the region dedicated to specialized trafficking services with safe shelter. In 2018, Tennessee was ranked first in the country for its counter-human trafficking legislation, according to Shared Hope International. CCAHT credited its partnership with the TBI and the Tennessee Anti-Slavery Alliance and countless other groups for achieving the ranking. If you or someone you know is in trouble, please call the national or state human trafficking hotline number. National hotline is 1-888-373-7888. Tennessee hotline is 1-855-558-6484, and Be Free text line is text HELP, HELP, to 233733, or the word Be Free. Guys, don't forget to wear the color blue on January the 11th. It's to help raise awareness to human trafficking all over the nation, not just East Tennessee. We'll be praying for everybody, and I'll see you on the next video.